What's up, guys? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of a new show. Actually, it is Toya and Reginae, you guys. This is season 1, episode 1, and the episode is titled Life Off the Gram. So basically, we are going to do a dive into Reginae Carter and Toya Johnson. What's her last name now? Rushing, I believe. Rushmore. Something with an R. I'm gonna get it at some point. We're gonna do a deep dive into their life for this new season of this new show. So this should be interesting. I've always liked Toya, and Reginae has been cool. So let's jump right on in. So we start off with some background information on both of the ladies. Okay, so we actually learned that Toya is not only raising her daughter, Rain, in her household, but also her niece, Joshay, because I believe that was her brother's daughter. Now, at this point, Reginae is currently dating Armand. We already know that in real time, they are not together. So Toya, she has issues with her sister, Beanie. Her brother, Casey, is an artist, but he's also a firecracker. Her best friend Danielle is on the show as well. And of course, her mama Nita is on the show. One thing about this is I am so glad that her mom is now clean and living her best life. So we actually see Reginae. She is practicing boxing for the second installment of her movie series, Boxed In. Have y'all seen the first one? Have y'all seen these movies? I haven't yet. I'm not really sure where they are. Maybe they're on Tubi or something. I should probably go and look. But y'all let me know if her acting is good or not. She doesn't like the fact that people think that she gets jobs because of who her dad is. And I get it. That can be very annoying. They talk about Reginae and her relationship with Armand, and things are really good between the two of them. Toya, she wants Reginae to come around more, though. She feels like she spends a lot of time with her boyfriend, but not enough time, with her sister. Now, here's my thing, Toya. The spacing between Reginae and Rain is how many years, though? I'm just saying, they have a huge age gap. Nonetheless, Toya, she's like, I want you to be around your sister so y'all can have a good relationship, unlike me and my sister. So we actually learned that Toya and Beanie, they did not grow up together, and they are 10 years apart. So they are not close. At Toya's wedding, her and all the bridesmaids and everybody, they're taking pictures or whatever, and her sister was nowhere to be found. So she posted the photo, on social media. Her sister ended up taking offense to it because she wasn't in the photo. And I guess that at some point, Toya, basically reposted the photo and, photoshopped her sister in, but I guess that wasn't good enough. So Reginae, she feels like Beattie's girlfriend, Mel, she's the person that is all in her aunt's ear, and she's the problem. So, next thing you know, we see Beattie, she's meeting up with Danielle. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, so Danielle is a family friend. She's not just Toya's best friend, but she gonna talk to all the family members. So, Beattie says that, the picture thing was just the icing on the cake for her, and that she basically already had issues with Toya, but she has yet to say what those issues are. She says that she cried over the picture, how her sister posted it even though she wasn't in it. And Danielle is like, well, that's crazy because that don't even sound like the type of person that you are. You don't usually care about stuff like that. And she was like, even the stuff that you texted me, it didn't sound like you. Basically implying that she feels like it was Mel in her head, number one, and Mel is probably the one who texted her. So Danny, she's like, where were you at when we were taking all the photos anyways? And according to her, she was with Mel because she felt like she had to try to balance her time being with her partner and still being, a bridesmaid or whatever. So we actually learned how she met Mel. They basically fell in love after one braiding session. Then she said that she dated men, or should I say they both dated men. So maybe this is like an open relationship. I'm not exactly sure. Or if they have a title on it. Nonetheless, Danny ends up asking Beanie, how does Mel feel about Toya? And Beanie didn't really answer the question. Now, in her confessional, she says that she feels like Mel feels like Toya never accepted her. So now Danny is like, you know what? I'm going to set something up because I don't want to be in the middle of these two sisters. Okay, cool. So we get to Reginae's house. And I must say, from the outside, it looks really nice. We see her getting her hair done. Armand, he comes downstairs to talk to Reginae. They talk about, some content ideas that they have. Because we all know they had a YouTube channel together or whatever. And she feels like when she's on YouTube, she can be her authentic self. And doesn't have to keep shouting to the rooftop that she's Lil Wayne's daughter like she's done for years. Because y'all know, Reginae is her daddy's number one supporter, okay? She will shout it to the rooftops even if nobody asked her anything about that man. Nonetheless, they talk about possibly moving to LA and how it could be good for both of their careers. However, their parents would not like that idea. So we see Toya. She's shopping with her mom, Nita. And Toya thinks that her mom, she should go see the doctor for a checkup. Her mom hasn't even had a mammogram. And her mom thinks that she don't need to see no doctor, okay? Y'all, Nita don't even know what a mammogram is, okay? I'm like, yeah, you might want to go down there, girl. So next thing you know, Danielle shows up and they talk about Beanie and Mel. She explains how they have this connection, like, Beanie said that when she has a baby, she wants to do a home water birth, and what's her name? Mel is going to be in the water with her. Like, they have this ultra connection or something. So, as she's explaining this, you know what I mean? All I can do is look at Nita. Nita is looking like, what the hell? She look confused. She don't know what's going on, okay? So, everybody in the situation is just like, listen, if you're bi, that's okay. We don't even care about that. But it sounds like Beanie doesn't want anything to have a label on it. So Danielle brings up the picture thing and how, she asked if Mel even likes Toya. Now, Toya, she has this bright idea that they should have a family dinner. So that way everybody can get out, however they're feeling about each other. I already know it's going to be a disaster. So in the next scene, we actually see Toya and Red. They are at their gym that they own together. I guess he's a trainer. Like, I never knew what her husband did, but I figured that he had some kind of job. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess he's a trainer. Now we hop back over to Reginae and Armand. And she feels like, he gives her all the fairy tales or whatever. And he tries to help her with her acting by, like, going over lines with her. It ain't working, but they tried. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about him going to LA because he's going to LA to go work on some songs as well as shoot some music videos, I believe. And for me, it seems like Reginae is a little attached to him. Like, I think that they can definitely use some space to just, like, do their own things. And I don't mean, like, breakup space. I'm just saying, like, throughout, like, the week. Like, there should be some time where they spend away from each other. You know what I'm saying? And have their own things going on. But let's go ahead and move on. So, we only got a glimpse of Reginae being on set, for her movie or whatever. And we end up jumping over to Red and Toya. They have a date night. Baby boy got rose petals everywhere. really romantic. And they talk about, what everyone has going on in the family. Now, we learned that Toya's brother, Casey, she basically blocks him every month. And I'm like, you block him on, like, the phone or social media, whatever, every month? That's crazy. So, this guy has been out of jail for a year, and he's also a rapper. I'm like, of course he is. So, she talks about her sister not opening up to her, and Red tells her, like, well, you're not really the most approachable person to talk to. He says that she needs to talk to her sister and focus on that. Like, throughout this whole conversation, they were talking about Beatty and Mel. However, it was them calling Mel the girlfriend this entire conversation that took me out. I'm just like, why won't y'all just say Mel instead of saying, well, Beatty and the girlfriend? I'm just like, yeah, nobody likes this girl. Whoever this Mel chick is, nobody likes her. So then we slide on over to some headline news that Reginae and Armand, they have unfollowed each other on social media, of course, because we saw so much of their relationship play out on social media. Toya, she ends up calling her daughter. She gets, sent a voicemail, so she leaves her a message. Now, keep in mind, this is the same night of the dinner that Toya has planned. So you already know, Reginae, she just might come in already on one. Now, let's get to the dinner, okay? So, y'all, we get to the dinner. Toya, she done got a chef or whatever. They have assigned seating. Real nice, right? So everyone arrives, and you can tell that May is off. You can already tell it looked like she been in her feelings, like she done cried a little bit. So you gotta watch out for that, okay? So they talk about Beatty, or should I say they talk to Beatty, and she seems to be distant from the whole family, okay? It seems like since she got with this girl, she has been distant from everybody. Like, even her mom. Now, come to find out, she's dating 2 people. So her life is getting real crazy. She has a boyfriend. Mel has a boyfriend. And they are together. You know what I mean? As a couple as well. I guess this is a polyamorous relationship, maybe? I don't know. I'm just going to leave it unlabeled because they don't have a label on it either. So the family didn't even know that this girl had a boyfriend, probably because she only talked about Mel or whatever. So at this point, you can already tell that the family is starting to get super confused, okay? Because once she started to explain how she got a man and Mel got a man, the family started laughing, okay? Because they was kind of lost. So now she got to explain that, she likes both of her partners for different reasons. So Reginae is like, well, listen, before you got with this girl, you would text more, we had a good relationship, all of this stuff. To me, it seems like Beatty basically pushed her family away because she didn't know how they would respond to her dating a woman. Now, Toya is like, I don't care who you date, okay? Basically, it should not interfere with our relationship. Toya feels like Mel put the battery in Beatty's back to feel away about the whole photo thing. And I can't lie. This whole time, I'm getting distracted by Red because he clearly has the itis and he is trying to hold it together in this scene, okay? Like, he looked like he want to go lay down right now, okay? So Beatty, she feels like, she got to choose between her girlfriend and her sister. Baby, here comes Reginae. They chimes in and is like, if anything, she shouldn't have had you on the dance floor, but making sure that you were there for the pictures. So now we find out what actually happened. While they were taking pictures, because we already know that at a certain point at a wedding, the wedding party does go step away so that way they can take pictures. So instead of being with the bridal party, Beatty was actually with her girlfriend Mel on the dance floor. She was out there cutting a rug while she should have been to get these photos taken, okay? But according to Beatty, she didn't even know that the photos were being taken at that moment. All right, fine, girl. We're going to chunk it up to that. So next thing you know, Reginae, she talking about some, can I say something? And I'm just like, I already know it's going to be something out of line. She's like, I don't like Mel. Girl. I don't think this was the moment for you to say this, but okay. She basically feels like Mel is disrespectful to the family. And I'm just like, well, when was she disrespectful? Like, I feel like they're leaving some stuff out in this storyline. But hopefully they're going to, uncover it as the show goes on. So Beatty, of course, she doesn't see anything wrong with Mel because that's her partner. She has this emotional connection with her and she feels like, the family's in the wrong for this situation. So Toya, she wants them to focus on their relationship as sisters. She wants them to build their relationship. She ain't worried about the girlfriend at this point. So Beatty, she says that she feels like Toya, she don't be listening when she be talking, and everybody feels the same about her. And Toya's like, listen, I just don't want to hear the BS from y'all. I done blocked mama. I done blocked our brother right here. It is what it is. So now we have the family going around talking about who ain't there for who. And it's mostly the family feeling a way about Toya and Reginae. So Casey, this was his time to shine because he decides that he's going to call out Nay and basically say, you don't ever support me. And she was like, no, it's because you're entitled. And I was like, entitled? I'm just so confused because I'm like, what are he entitled about? Oh, we'll get there. So he feels like they don't believe in him and his little rap career. Y'all, this man got on TV talking about he been rapping since 2004. 2004? I wasn't even in high school in 2004. Were you rapping as a kid? Are you counting that time? Or what? Because 2004, it's about to be 2024. What? That's 20 years, man. Nonetheless, he talking about he has mastered rap. When I tell you I was cracking up because Red was over there sniggling in the corner, I was hollering because even Red don't believe his career, okay? So they keep saying that this man is entitled and he feels like basically Nay gets things because of who her father is. Now for him, he has to get it out the mud like all the, young people like to say. Here's the thing. Does her dad play a major role in where Reginae is today? Absolutely. That's why she used to shout it to the mountaintops, Lil Wayne is my dad. But you can't be mad at the fact that those are the cards that she was dealt. Okay? She has her own set of issues, though, because, Lil Wayne is her dad. You probably don't see that. You only see that she's benefiting off of her dad's name. Because I'm going to be honest, she benefits off of her dad's name, not so much her mama's. And honestly, it does suck that this man who is grown, he feels this way about his niece. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if Reginae was a girl who had regular parents and was a little lash tech or something, he would not be feeling this way. But because of who her dad is, he wants Reginae and Toya to put him in a place where he can meet the movers and shakers, okay? But here's the thing. He feels like they should post his music. Do I think that it would be crazy if they were to post a link to his music? No. However, these two, they get paid from social media. So unless you about to pay them, they are probably not going to post your link, sir. I'm just going to be honest. Family or not. I'm pretty sure they post their friends' stuff You know what I'm saying? If Zonique drop a song, Reginae will probably drop the link because they friends. You clearly are not her friend. Y'all related, but y'all ain't rocking like that. And also, I don't think that they believe in the music. It may not be as good as you think it is, sir. I'm sorry to tell you that. So, Toya, she's like, listen, I ain't your mama. I ain't your music manager. I don't even work in the music business or whatever. But here's the thing, Toya. You are around a lot of music people, okay? Some of your closest friends technically have connections in the music industry, whether it be Candy, whether it be Tiny and T.I. Like, you have some people in your pocket that are in the music industry. Now, I'm not saying that this man needs to get on a song with T.I. I ain't saying that. Hell, maybe he can do a song with King. I don't know. I don't think he has the rap skills to be on a song with Damani. And even when it comes to Lil Wayne, I'm not saying that he got to be signed to Young Money, but is Lil Twist doing anything? Can he do a song with him? I don't know. But I do kind of understand that the brother feels like y'all are well connected in the industry that I am not in. Y'all ain't trying to throw me no bone. And here's the thing. I get it, sir, but like you said, you had to get it out the mud. They feel like you're going to be having to swirl around in the mud a little bit longer so that way you get yours, okay? So, Reginae, you could already tell she don't like her uncle at all. Because she tells him, like, because men like you, it doesn't matter what we do, it's never going to be enough. And I'm just like, wait, how did we get here? Like, is this choppy or something? What's going on? So his response was, yeah, but if Wayne hear my music, he gonna like it. I said, how the fuck did we get here? How did we get here? Like, do you want her to play your song for her daddy? Like, what's going on? Because she ain't gonna do it. No offense, but you talk about, it's crazy how Reginae is calling somebody entitled when we all know how she used to roll around. Like, we've seen her on reality shows previously. Her growing up as a child, very entitled. Even when she got to that one season that she did of Growing Up Hip Hop, Atlanta, very entitled. So it's crazy to see her throw that word out. But I just feel like there is more to this backstory as to why they feel such a disconnect with Casey. Nonetheless, basically, he wants them to put him on. That is the main thing. Casey feel like y'all already on, y'all are successful, y'all have huge social media followings, y'all should be able to put me on. I don't think that's going to happen, sir. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. And also, if you've been rapping for 20 years, you need to find a new career. Find something else to do. Because clearly, that ain't where you need to be. Y'all, that was my review for Toya and Reginae. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Are y'all on Team Toya and Reginae? Or are y'all on Team Casey? Are y'all on Team Beatty? Or Team Toya? Let me know. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.